Hey everybody, it's Mally and welcome back to my channel.
Hey guys, it's Mally and welcome back to my channel.
Okay guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So I posted a video yesterday and I'm actually going to delete the upload. So I asked if you guys would ask me questions and I got some really good questions, so I'm going to go over those today, so let's get right into it. Okay, so my first question was from Sid Kirkland. I'll put her comment right here. And her question was, do you have any advice for incoming freshmen? So this year's coming to an end and I'm a freshman right now, so I'm going to be a sophomore, but my advice for freshmen coming in is be yourself. And I know that sounds like everybody says that, but if you try to go in and make all these friends with people that is just not your type of people, not people you're supposed to be around, and you try to be something that you're not, it's super hard because you have to keep up this act about trying to be something that you're not. So just be yourself and people will like you for who you are. And if they don't like you for who you are, then they're not people you should be hanging around with. So that's my advice for you. And another thing is talk to your mom about everything. Like, it is so much easier to just talk to her about everything so that you're not keeping anything from her. So those are my two big advices for any freshmen that are coming in. And my dad. He just walked behind the camera and was like. Okay, so my next question is from, I'm not really sure how to pronounce their name, so I'm just going to put the comment right here. But it is, what is your biggest spiritual struggle? So for me, and I feel like for a lot of other teenagers, my biggest spiritual struggle is sometimes being consistent with my Bible time. Because some days I just really want to go and like read my Bible and everything. Then other days I really have to tell, come on Malachi, get up, go read your Bible and everything. So I feel like what I do is for that is I set, like I have my normal alarm. I wake up at 6:30 every day. But every day I started setting my alarm to 6:20 and 6:25 so that I will hear that alarm and I set the little reminder on my phone so it tells me get up and read your Bible, and then that encourages me to get up in the morning and go read my Bible. So that is what I do to really make sure that I'm always up and ready to read my Bible. Question is from Macy Calhoun and it says, what is your favorite quote? So I have different favorite quotes. So whenever I'm kind of like going through something, I need encouragement, I will write down these quotes on different places that I might see it. So I might write it down in like my homework folder or my whiteboard at home. So different times of the day I'll see it and I'll be encouraged. So here are three quotes that are like I really love right now. So the first one says, don't let other people's insecurities make you feel small. So I think that's really good because there's a lot of people that will try to bring others down to make their selves look better. So this next quote that I'm going to read you guys ties right in with that, and it says, blowing out someone's candle doesn't make yours shine any brighter. I think that's so amazing because a lot of people, whenever they're concerned about their own selves, whenever they're insecure about their own selves, they'll go look at someone else and then try to drag them down because it makes them feel better about themselves. So those are just like, sometimes when I face people and they're kind of rude to me, I really have to remember those because sometimes I really get down when someone says something mean to me. But I just have to remember that maybe it could be something going on inside of them and it has nothing to do with me. So the next quote is, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. That quote is by Terry Spell Foy. I love her because she's so encouraging. And I love that quote because a lot of times, even as we're teenagers, people think, we're just teenagers, we just go along with our schoolwork and we go and have fun with our friends and like that's just it. Like we don't really have a purpose right now. I think that is like so wrong because I can do so many things and you can do so many things at our age right now. So sometimes I just have to say, if I can imagine me accomplishing something, then I can go out and do it. For example, when I was thinking about writing a book, I was like, if I can see it in my mind, I can hold it in my hand. And here I am one day holding it in my hand. Or if I wanted to when I was wanting to make a YouTube channel, if I could see it in my mind, I could hold it in my hand. And that's just kind of like what helps me achieve things. So those, Macy, are my three favorite quotes. Is another one from Sydney Kirkland, and she says, also, could you tell us some skincare tips? I have really dry skin and nothing I can do to fix it. All the videos I watch are by adults and it makes it hard to know if the product will do anything because they're older than me and have a very different lifestyle. But if I were to get advice from a fellow teen, I would be able to have more faith in purchasing those products. So if you don't mind, could you give me some tips and product recommendations? Okay, I totally understand you because some of the YouTubers I watch, their skin, they have a different skin type than me. Like their skin type may be oily when mine is dry. So I actually have dry skin too, so I can help you out with that. The first thing I want to say is cleanse your face every morning and every night. Really helps. I use Origins Checks and Balances. It's really good, cleans your face, and I use this every night, and I use it with a spin brush. So always do that. Next thing is moisturize your face. No matter what kind of skin type you have, always, always, always moisturize your face. It helps out so much. So I have Origins, it has some SPF in it. I have a normal kind that doesn't have the sunscreen in it, but since it is getting around summer, I always use this. And it actually smells good too. It smells like oranges. So always moisturize your face, and I would suggest Origins because it's all natural. Next thing is Mario Badescu facial spray. This one I use every night before I go to bed and every morning when I wake up, and I just kind of spray it on my face because it doesn't smell that good. It smells kind of like, I don't know, like kind of like older people or something. Okay, Malachi, cut that out. It doesn't smell the best, but you get really used to it, and it's really good for your skin, and it keeps it not dry. So that's what I use. All those are under $20 each, so they're not that much if you just buy them at different times. I just save up my money over time, and then I go out and buy my new facial stuff. So that is what I use for my skincare. Those are my favorite things that can help you with dry skin. The next quote is from my sister, Judah Dawson, and it says, I have confidence issues. Do you have any tips? So I feel like she's laughing in the other room. Judah, come in here. Okay, so that's a really good question because a lot of people deal with that. I deal with that sometimes, or I have in the past. Okay, so confidence. What I would say is the first step to being confident is you have to stop looking at other people. Because when you look at other people, you wish sometimes that you had their life or that you wish that you looked like them and everything. I've looked at other people and said, oh, I wish my hair was like theirs, it's so pretty. I wish my makeup was as good as theirs. I wish my skin type was like that and everything. So there's just a lot of ways you can compare to people. Even like in sports that you may play, you may be like, oh, I wish I could play as good as them. Or even in like the YouTube world, you could be like, I wish I had a following like them. Anyways, there's a lot of ways in life that you can compare yourself. But if you keep on looking at other people and wishing for their life, you forget so much about how much God has blessed you with your life. So stop looking at other people. That is my number one tip. The next thing is looking in your mirror at yourself and saying positive things. Because I feel like a lot of times we bring ourselves down just because we're scared of ourselves. I don't really know how to describe it, but I feel like a lot of times we bring ourselves down. So what I do is you have to look in the mirror and say, I am amazing. God made me so perfect, and I do not need anyone else's life because God made mine to be special. So that is some confidence tips you want to do. So stop looking at other people and say positive things about yourself. Okay, our last question is from Savannah Hallenbeck, and it says, what are your thoughts on alternative fashion like goth, punk, or e-girls? What would you say to someone who likes this type of style? Okay, how I'm going to answer this is be you. Whatever you want to be, don't let other people influence what you're supposed to be. So just go out and be you and be proud of who you are, and don't let other people drag you down. Because there are always going to be other people in your life that are going to say, I don't like what you're wearing or whatever, but you just have to know that be yourself, because even sometimes I came to school and some if you know me personally, you know that I really like to dress up when I go to school and stuff, just because I like to dress up because it makes me feel more productive and it helps me just do better. And a lot of people sometimes have asked me why do you dress up so much? Are you trying to impress people? I'm like, no, I'm just trying to impress myself and make myself feel more productive. So whatever you do, just be you and don't let anyone else bring you. Okay, everybody, those are all of my questions. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want me to do a part 2 for this Q&A, make sure to go comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. And make sure to subscribe.